There's only two things in the world I need to get close to, and that's a big old brew and a little old you.
Howdy and welcome to the Brewcast, and today we're going to be cracking open a cold one by introducing ourselves and just going over, I don't know, whatever really, some goof gaffs, maybe some laughs.
Some gifs.
Some gifs. Everything in between.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Anyway, so we'll go through the lineup. I'm Dominic. You can think of me as your AA host that's also an alcoholic.
Isn't that ironic?
Honestly. And I'm drinking a nice Coors Light right now. 16 fluid ounces. They come in 18 packs. Pretty.
Okay, we get it, Dom. We get it.
The price, it can't be matched.
So, I'm Jacob, and today I'm drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Piss. Basically piss.
Yeah, it sucks. It's awful, but it's cheap, so. True.
The price, it can't be beat.
The price.
Fuck your guys' prices. I'm Tristan, and I'm drinking a nice Corona Extra, you know, the classy one out of the group.
Fuck you.
Everyone else is basically drinking recycled urine, while I'm drinking Nectar of the Gods.
Okay.
That's just false. It tastes
Yeah,
like
he's drinking like the embodiment of the Mexican Gulf.
Yeah, he's drinking water
straight from the Gulf of Mexico. That bullshit.
Unfiltered.
Any
I gotta express my Latin roots.
any beer you have where you need a fruit to emphasize the taste, it's just not a good beer, in my opinion.
I don't need lime to make it taste good.
I mean, I've tried it without lime. I've tried it with lime. I've given it so much attempt.
Dude, okay, honestly, with lime, yeah, it tastes better, but it's still like, dude, it's like
it tastes way better than last time I had Corona.
Yeah, dude, Corona's good.
Oh my
it's like
God.
Dom just thinks it tastes like ass.
I do. I can't explain it.
It's
coming from the guy that
I'm
drinks
a ale
natty lights.
Hey, the price, it can't be beat.
Dude, you're fucking Jewish, okay?
This is a fact.
I mean, like, what? Like 1/15 Jewish.
Yeah, but hey,
It shows in the nose.
Hey, my people went through a lot, and I'm going to emphasize my Jewish heritage.
Speaking, tonight we're going to be discussing our main topic is
Conspiracy
theories. So, touching on the topic of Jewish people,
obviously the big conspiracy
is that the Jews actually were the ones that
they committed the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Really, I haven't heard this one. You gotta walk me through it.
Honestly, I don't.
Honestly, it's just fact.
Honestly, it's just fact.
Let's not beat around the bush.
I mean, like you're saying, it's fact. I need where's the evidence?
I mean, okay.
Flat Earth, it has evidence. You know, like that's
okay.
Just because.
Hey, it's getting a following. People in the NBA even believe in it.
Yeah, but people in the NBA don't get paid to think, do they? They get paid to shoot fucking balls.
I'd just like to disclose right now that I am not a flat earther.
Why do you gotta sexually assault the mic like that?
I thought it was a goof. I thought it was a gaff. I'm here for the goofs and the gaffs. Maybe the laughs.
This is a community, and you just stuck your mouth on that mic, and I am disgusted.
I hope that they enjoyed it as much as I did. I hope there was consent involved, and honestly, I hope we bonded. I hope we got close.
That people make those videos where they just make noises into the mic and it just
ASMR.
Yeah, ASMR. That was like some ASMR right there.
Honestly, I'd agree. Anyway, so back on point. So you're saying that the Jews orchestrated the Holocaust
and the Holocaust conspiracy theory. Let's do some research on this, shall we? Holocaust denial timeline.
Okay, but while he does that, what about? Tell me about the flat Earth theory.
Okay, so I've heard from live sources, live studiers of the subject, that it sounds like a real thing, legitimate thing, So one thing that I've heard from this source that will not be disclosed is the fact that any NASA footage was taken with GoPros, and GoPros have built-in fisheye lenses.
Especially since those some of those pictures were taken decades ago, and apparently GoPros were a staple of the 20th century.
Hey.
Not just the 21st century, the 20th century. GoPros.
So let's address this first.
Let's lay out the facts. Let's let the viewers decide. The listeners.
First of all, more than 50% of the U.S. is filled with dumbasses.
Okay, wow. Go ahead and demonize half our audience base right there. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm kidding. Obviously,
anyways,
everyone's
but,
entitled to their own opinions.
Yeah,
Whether or
no, it's
not
more
you're-
like 90%. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like 50's pretty low.
50's pretty.
I mean,
I was just being generous. I'm throwing you all a bone. All right.
Anyway, so
okay,
yeah.
so I've seen the video that you're talking about.
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
and it's just like okay, yeah.
And
it
then
looks like they filmed it through a hole to make it look, but like you know what? That's how they shape the windows.
I know.
In airplanes and presumably spaceships.
Okay.
Honest, I just want to know why it's got so much traction when there's so much fact, like disproving. it.
Okay.
Honestly,
Okay.
you look at the horizon.
We can discuss the facts, but let's just be honest. It's just blatantly retarded to think that the Earth.
It's
is flat.
pretty ridiculous.
It's pretty.
Okay.
You have to
There was
really
a
understand.
study. There was like I heard like there's like a study done where like I don't know the exact dates. I don't know the exact name of the people, but like there was.
Great source. Great
Wow.
source.
Okay.
All the
But, I mean, like.
citation
All right. Well.
Was that an APA format?
there.
No,
it
or was it
It was
Chicago?
MOA. It was MOA.
He went to Purdue Owl.
But yeah, so anyway, and then he said that there was a study done where across the Michigan Lake, a guy shot a laser.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay, so for people who aren't aware of this, I'm putting air quotes up, study, they're trying to say that they shot a laser across a 90-mile lake and they detected no curvature within that lake. So he said, in theory, that basically the lake should have a curve to it that, like, tarnishes the laser going straight across on a still lake that's only 90 miles. So by that logic, you're assuming the Earth is ridiculously small.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm reading this one thing that is actually just retarded. For instance, what the tallest supposed mountain on Earth? Everest. Except it isn't. The name is a giveaway. It's clearly a morphing of never rest. Because if you wanted to go to the biggest mountain, you literally never rest because it isn't actually there.
No, it's a reference to you never rest if you want to get to the top of that motherfucker.
I mean, obviously.
Oh my gosh.
That's so real.
Apparently,
Gosh.
now I'm reading about hallucinogens and I don't know.
Cool.
A bunch of factors play into this topic, and it's all just.
Okay, can we just cut to Neil deGrasse Tyson at this point? Like, honestly, he said the Earth's not flat. Move on. Like,
Even
What are you
Neil
doing?
Guy, the non-scientist guy,
Exactly.
he knows that it's...
I mean, but isn't the Earth the center of the universe?
that's what I've thought this whole time.
I mean, like,
Is that a conspiracy? Is it conspiracy that it's not? Should we talk about that?
Who knows? Who knows what's real and what's
But I
not?
think we've do you really need some evidence here? Because
I mean,
should we talk?
there's
about
so many people that believe in it. It's just, I guess I just want to understand their point of view. Like, is it just like ignorance that they don't
It's just
understand?
like, oh, we don't trust the power, right?
but there's no. I don't understand why they need to make it such a big deal and such a point that the Earth is flat. Like, who the fuck cares if it's round or flat? Like, it doesn't.
I care. Like, if it's flat, there's no gravity. Like, there's no center mass. So I care about that.
So wait, what does that mean then? If there's no gravity?
If there's no gravity, I float off into space and die.
Okay, but like, if the Earth is quote unquote flat, then what the fuck is holding
Let's
us
start
there?
with the obvious one. Boats sail off over the horizon. Doesn't happen if it's flat. Okay, like let's get that one out of the way.
If you're in a plane, you see the curvature of the horizon. You do.
gravity doesn't work. A lot of
No. But that's just the GoPros and the fisheye
Yeah,
lenses.
they put fisheye lenses in the windows of planes, so that way the conspiracy's really patented. The government's in on it and everything. I'm hooked.
I mean,
I'm
Bush,
set.
Bush did 9/11.
We know this to be fact.
Here's a big thing about like flat earthers. They'll say that Antarctica is actually like a ring that goes around.
Yeah,
all
and it
the
stores
continents.
all the water.
And it holds the water in.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like,
and that
That's
beyond
not
that
true.
ring
That's
is
just
like
not true.
the governments have gone beyond that, but they don't want you to know about that, which is why so few people live down there.
it's crazy how if you go
Huh.
through the Panama Canal, you hit Eurasia and you don't fall off the world. That's pretty
You
crazy.
know what? If the Earth is surrounded by what they say the Antarctic.
Yeah.
then the penguins are the ones that really know if the Earth is flat or not.
So we should ask them.
We should definitely ask the
And
penguins.
on that bombshell,
Next week we will be interviewing a penguin. Get it? So stay tuned for that.
Next week we
So-
will literally fly to Antarctica, kidnap a penguin.
I'm not flying if I'm gonna fall off the Earth.
Exactly.
Now I'm
Can't
spooked.
fly.
I don't know.
Dude,
I don't
we
know.
Oh shit!
That's
you're
the
right.
whole. We gotta
Oh,
go to
fuck
the
it.
zoo.
To the zoo. We gotta go to
Yeah.
the zoo.
we'll talk to one of them from the zoo.
Actually, they don't have
Anyways,
penguins. At the
Shout
zoo.
out to live captivity. What a great concept.
Okay. I was so when I was at work the other day talking about captivity in zoos, there's two animals that actually know that they're in captivity. And it's a giraffe and gorillas. They actually alter their behavior because of them knowing that they're being held captive, that there's no way they can
Jeez.
get out. Other animals, like, fuck everything else, just goes about their normal, natural processes. But giraffes and gorillas,
Yes, gorillas and
they know.
I mean,
What about
now I
chimps?
kind of just want to go to the
Save
zoo
the
and
giraffes
see it.
and gorillas.
No, I don't want to say fuck that. I want to go, and now I want to see them act differently than in the wild.
I mean,
That's just a
they
marketing.
do.
That makes me want to go to a zoo more. Like, I've never gotten my ass off the couch to go to a zoo. That's
Nobody wants to go to the fucking zoo.
I know. It's like
Everyone-
half the time you go, they're fucking sleeping, and then the other half they're like out because they're cleaning the fucking containment unit that they're in because
The
it's
only-
basically a sci-fi space prison for animals.
The only
And
interesting,
it's just
the only interesting
Besides
place to
space
go.
dog.
But no, okay, let's be honest. You'd rather go to the aquarium than the fucking zoo.
hell yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah,
No one gives a fuck about the zoo.
yeah. The zoo's bullshit.
I always watch National Geographic if I want to watch some fucking animals have sex.
Except for
Or I'll watch like role play porn where they're
Except-
animals. Like that's just as educational.
So now we're talking about porn.
That was the segue.
That
Yeah.
was
a
a great
segue.
segue. That was-
So now we're going into another topic that that really piques my interest is porn.
I've never watched porn a day in my life. I don't know what you guys are talking
Fuck
about.
All right,
off,
don't
dog.
fucking lie.
don't fucking lie on podcast.
Whoa. I'm Mormon. I've never even seen
you were
a puss.
Mormon.
Wait, what is a vagina?
Yeah, honestly, that's.
Does anyone actually know what a breast looks like?
I think it just looks like
I saw this one manga.
I saw this one.
As in the mighty words of Steve Carell in 40-Year-Old Virgin, it feels like a bag of sand.
Honestly, I would equate it. to that.
Okay, but legit question here: what age should guys? Specifically, let's talk about guys.
I mean, we're just three
Start
drunk
watching.
guys talking right now. I'd say 16.
Especially
you
now-
can drive, you
okay.
can jerk off.
But especially nowadays, do you know how sexually advanced people are?
That's
Dude, my fucking,
because they watch porn. It's so
Dude,
accessible.
no, it's not even that. It's just culture in general.
Yeah, our culture
Like,
is very sexual.
Have you seen how sexualized it is? Like
Absolutely.
when little girls look at older women.
I don't think it's right. I
don't think it's right either. My fucking
think-
11 and 10-year-old cousins are wearing fucking booty shorts, and it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
I
agree.
agree.
That is.
Yeah.
That
But
is
that being said, if our culture is going to continue to move forward in that way, the only thing to do is to adapt. And I think it would be better to implement an age at which it would be safe for kids to start learning about sex, like especially the whole
And
topic of introducing sex ed into elementary school. You know,
You think as young as elementary school?
I had sex ed in elementary school.
Wow.
I think one thing to talk about here is that I think kids' first introduction shouldn't be porn. I think that
No,
they
yeah,
should
for
learn about
sure.
sex
I think sex ed
For sure.
through
We all
a
can
responsible
agree.
source before they venture off and watch like this
Yeah, that's what I'm
glorified perception of what sex is. And I think
Exactly.
from that standpoint, porn can be detrimental if you don't understand like what sex actually should be and how to treat a woman beforehand. And then like after that, you're right. Like it helps you explore your sexuality, and it also like we're gonna
But
watch
like
porn. Okay?
that's what I'm like going back onto the point of we should just allow a point at which kids can start learning on their own to like have safe sex, like what to do and what's correct.
No, yeah, for sure.
If they're gonna be doing it at a young age, at least like allow them to have fun with it. You know,
I mean,
don't like let it be such a taboo now.
I
mean, it's still fucked up that they're doing it so young.
I can see your point of
But-
view, but I also don't. I just can't see myself conforming just because it's so accessible to kids.
now.
Dude, it's 100% accessible.
I mean, like sex ed, yes, teach them young.
And one thing we should like talk like with sex ed, a lot of sex ed these days in some places is just like abstinence only, and that's actually been shown to
increases teen pregnancy for sure.
Yeah. So I think that's a big problem.
No, yeah,
right
we
now
definitely
with, like, people holding on to that idea of abstinence only when clearly our culture, as we're talking about, doesn't really support that, and it'd be much more beneficial to kids.
Dude, sex is one of the primary.
Here, I'm not expressing my point of view well. Yes, I believe that abstinence only sex ed is ridiculous. You're living in a fairy tale if you think that's how the world works. Okay, you have to teach your kids. Knowledge is power. The more you teach your kids and inform them of how shit actually is, the more you're preparing them for the real world.
And especially in Utah, like when I took my gender studies class and I took my sociology class, Utah is so against sex ed.
I'd agree. Yeah.
But when you think about it, the age of consent in Utah is 16. That's in place so that way Mormons can get married at young ages and start having kids and families without being in trouble. But they don't introduce sex ed into elementary schools or middle schools or high schools.
Yeah,
I think this kind of went on a side tangent of sex ed versus porn. I'm just saying, I didn't watch porn until I was 15. On my 15th birthday is when I got old Timmy O'Leary righty over here and whacked it to some porn. First time ever. 15 years.
You're like, I'm 15. I'm a man now.
No, actually I got bitched out by my mom. She's like, you should just jerk off. Like,
had you never jerked off?
Nope, I had never.
Dude,
and ever since I started jerking off, like, you know what? I'm not randomly angry all day. Like, it's pretty great. But I'm saying, like, it's just hard for me, based off my experience, to not think that you need to, like, kind of be a little more mature to watch porn. I don't think 14 is a good age. Just the difference, too, in adolescence.
I started watching porn when I was, like, 12, dude.
Okay.
Like, but I'm just saying, like, it's so people are gonna do it anyways.
I think we should make the distinction: porn for adults versus porn for kids. Like Dom's saying, 14 might be kind of young, and mostly because porn's not an accurate portrayal of sex.
That's the biggest thing.
I understand.
Do you know how crushed I was when I lost my virginity? It was nothing like porn. Nothing.
I mean, exactly, but that's because, like, everything is so over-exaggerated. Everything is over-exaggerated.
Exactly. If people that are young and impressionable watch that, and it is over-exaggerated, and
but they're being impressioned by so many other sources that aren't just porn. They're being in daily TV at school. Like, imagine a middle schooler or a high schooler that's young, and they see these seniors or these 8th graders or anyone that's older than them that are dressing, for lack of a better word, like super slutty. They already have that impression in their mind, and there's going to be venues for which they can, like, access this information. What I really want to touch on is the filtration of porn in adolescence.
I mean, what do you mean by filtration?
Like you were saying, there's so many types of porn, and everything can be so exaggerated and isn't actually how it's really portrayed.
So you'd want a kid-friendly porno, is what you're saying? Like a kid-friendly porn.
Like amateur porn, that's like normal, like actual two people having sex that decided to film it, you know?
That's a fair point.
Like, that's just normal people, like, hey, let's make a porno, and they film it. That's just two consensual people having sex.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's impossible. It's impossible to regulate what people watch on the internet.
In a perfect world, yes, but, like, in a perfect world, people shouldn't be watching porn until, yes, they're 18. But that's just not how it is.
I understand.
Dude, when I was in elementary school, I was with my friend, and we were, like, up on his computer. I don't remember what we were playing, and we were just like, yo, we should look up big boobs online. Like, big boobs, not big boobs. And we started looking at tits. And then we, like, ventured into porn.
Then you two both get hard and start jerking it?
Okay, the first time I ever got hard, I was taking a shower, and then I got done with my shower, and I was like, hey, Mom, my penis has a bone in it. Because I was so young, I just didn't know what it was.
That was, I agree.
Like, the first time I ever got, I was scared. I was like, my thing that hangs from my body is now hard, and I don't know what to do.
And the worst part, it just randomly just activates one
and then
day. And then you're fucking hard randomly. Like, in middle school, it would fucking suck. You just get a raging boner.
I would go up for a presentation, and I would be hard. And as I was getting up, I would have to do some sick-ass maneuver to, like, put my dick from, like, 12, from 6 to 12, like, up in my underwear.
Down
you gotta
your,
go
like, right leg,
you gotta
up
go
until, like, into your belt.
My patented move that I do, I would just grab my backpack and be like, I'm looking for a pencil or something. I would just say like out loud so that way people wouldn't think that I was actually like using my backpack to shield me moving my dick into my elastic band in my underwear. I'd be like, where is that paper? And then like while I lifted up on my lap, I would literally just use my other hand and just prop my dick.
One of the moves I would do is I would stretch back in my chair, and then I'd come down and like put my hands down and I'd rearrange it, and then I'd like act like all nonchalant and be like, yeah, I'm just stretching, flexing, not really
just grabbing my dick.
Dude, the move is like
Nothing
you're
else
walking
going
down
on
the
here.
hallway, you look around, no one's there. Just flip it up. That's the move.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the move.
I would use my pockets actually. I'd go inside my
I would
pocket
do
and use
that
the
too.
inner seam,
And people
and you
are-
can.
If people are around, I would do that. Like, if I was,
Yeah,
like, sitting
yeah,
in
for
class.
sure.
Okay.
Because like I'm not gonna like let them think that I'm getting hard over geometry.
But think about it.
That's just not gonna fly. I just think it's funny.
It is funny.
I like to make fun of stuff. I like to goof, gaff, have laughs. Like I said in the beginning, I'm here for the long haul, fellas. Also opening up brew number 2. What's everyone else at?
I'm at number 2 also.
I think I'm on like 3,
Oh wow,
but I started before.
true.
So-
You broke the sacred bond
If we're
of
not
the
counting
Brewcast.
that, I wasn't initiated in the Brewcast when I drank that.
Fair enough.
Fair
So
enough.
this is
Anyway,
also-
so I'm not gonna lie. When you mentioned you wanted to talk about kid porn, I was like, oh my god, what? But well,
It's a good point. He said,
it
kids
turned.
watching porn. What the fuck?
Kid porn, that's illegal as fuck, Dominic.
Hey, you know what?
So we should talk about that.
To
It's
each their own. No, just kidding. Jared Fogle, I hope you rot in hell. Anyway, so E3.
Oh,
I mean, you
The
can't
night-
really segue from kids watching porn to E3, so I'm just gonna fucking
I mean,
spelunk
what
it.
else do nerds do? Watch porn, E3,
anime titties.
anime titties.
Oh my god,
all in the
when
same
those
category.
manga tits are bopping, you know it's a good manga. That's when you can really turn those pages.
Really gets me going from 6 to 12 real fast.
What was the big things everyone liked from E3?
I'm really excited for Anthem.
Anthem? So what is that for people that don't know?
I don't really know, dude.
Oh, really?
They haven't really explained it much.
Oh.
It's very futuristic. It's very Halo, Destiny-esque. I don't really know much into it, but I'm really fucking excited for Red Dead 2.
Same.
Black Ops 4 is going to be a shit show.
Black Ops, I literally wrote Black Ops 4. It looks like actual AIDS.
Dude, they have all been AIDS for the past, 4 fucking years.
I know, like, you get so much backlash from going old, like, X-File type classified to, like, futuristic bullshit, and then you decide to keep it futuristic.
Dude, everyone wants modern war. That's why Modern Warfare is the fucking best Call of Duties that they've ever made.
No, Black Ops 2 is better.
Modern
Black
Warfare
Ops
2.
2?
Modern Warfare 2 is
Black Ops 2 is
Modern Warfare 2 is the epitome of Call of Duty.
Dude,
Okay.
1v1 me Rust. Machine pistols and C4 only.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never really played Modern Warfare.
And yet you open your sacrilegious mouth.
Okay, but
Dude, these are one of the moments where you need to shut the fuck up.
okay, but Black Ops 2 was maybe second best. Modern Warfare 3 didn't sound. It sounded like it kind of fell on its face a little bit, just compared to Modern Warfare 2.
Oh yeah, nothing compares to Modern Warfare 2. and Call
Because
of
I was
Duty.
mostly just joking, Modern Warfare 2 is the best color.
Oh my god. Sledgehammer.
I don't even know how to play it.
Sledgehammer, if you're listening, pick it back up, boy.
We
Come on.
need you. No, they haven't. They fucking did
Pick it back up, boy.
they did Advanced Warfare. and that was
Yeah.
a shit show.
Pick it back up. You
Shit.
dropped your shit a while back. Pick it back up.
Okay, but I do have to give them credit because they were the first ones to go into the futuristic realm in a Call of Duty game.
Yeah, and I've
You
hated it ever since.
You can give them backlash for that. They tried.
I can because
Okay.
I didn't like it. And then have any of you seen the zombies trailer?
Oh, they're little.
The Sledgehammer wasn't Modern Warfare. That was Infinity Ward.
It was?
Uh-huh.
Wow. My world has been rocked. It's been upside down.
Yeah.
And we want to talk about other franchises that release every year and have gone to shit. Need for Speed.
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
What else? Assassin's Creed.
Oh, Assassin's Creed.
The new Assassin's Creed looks sick. Ancient
oh my
Greek.
goodness.
Ancient Greece.
That
That
does
looks
sound like a good.
that sounds so cool.
That
You
does-
can't
that
you
sounds
can't
like a
deny
good
that.
set.
That sounds like a good set.
That has promise.
But the trailer made it look like he has superpowers or something. Like he drops down and there's an explosion because I'm assuming they're gonna do some alien artifact garbage.
That's what they do.
I know, but it's just
So why
like,
would they not? It's not like they've changed anything in the last like.
you know
10
what?
years.
Valid point. Valid point.
Well, people still like. I presume people keep buying them. That's why
Yeah.
they keep making.
I don't know. I'm
But-
kind of Assassin's Creed burnt out.
Me
You know,
too.
there's just
No,
many.
I'm not burnt out. I want another really good one. Black Flag was my last favorite one to play.
That's true.
Black Flag was so good.
A lot of people hated on Assassin's Creed 3, but I loved it.
Yeah, no, what? Assassin's Creed 3 is one of the best ones ever made.
Really? A lot of people I talked to hate on it.
Then they're retarded.
AC3 and AC Brotherhood were two of the best ones.
True.
Yeah.
In my
And then-
opinion. AC2 had the best story though.
Assassin's Creed Unity, terrible.
Yes.
Assassin's Creed, the Egyptian one, was it Origins?
Origins, yeah.
I got mixed reviews.
Unity was.
It was a
I
good
can't-
attempt
it was-
at a multiplayer Assassin's Creed.
It was
based on
good
flat.
for what it was trying to be. It had a bunch of bugs when it released. I didn't play it when it released. I played it after it released, and I actually had a decent amount of fun with it. Syndicate sucked.
Syndicate,
like
yeah.
Syndicate.
Syndicate was not good.
I didn't
I
like
did not
Syndicate.
like it at all. I hope there's someone out there who's like, I can't believe they're talking shit about Assassin's Creed. They've been batting 1,000 for years. There's gonna be some guy out there who's like, what are they talking about? They're talking out of their ass. I am super hyped for the new Smash for the Switch. Every character from every single game is going to be in that. That's fucking awesome.
We'll have to get that.
We will have to get that.
That's a you thing, but I can support it.
That's a console seller for me.
They're making it in Sword Art Online.
Like a game?
Yeah.
That's actually sick. as
Okay,
fuck.
guys, we're actually forgetting one of the greatest things from Fallout.
Payday 2.
How about Fallout 76?
Dude, you just said fall. What are you talking
Like that alone has me just so hard. I'm so hyped.
Tell me about it, Dom.
It'll be the first optional multiplayer Fallout in the entire series.
Is it going to be like a standard Fallout game? But
It will be.
multiplayer?
It will be a standard Fallout.
So it'll have like a campaign.
Yeah, so you can play it solo if you want, which is really cool that they give that option. Because
Yeah.
most of the time they give a full in, and it never works out. Like Elder Scrolls Online, that shit was AIDS.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
It was like
making another Elder
have you
Scrolls
ever played
Online,
it?
Somerset.
I know.
Have you ever heard? Have either of y'all played it?
Elder Scrolls?
Yeah.
I did. I did not like it.
Was it
at
not
all.
good?
It was.
I was thinking about it.
I mean, like, I don't know. It depends on what
Wait,
you like. It's
what's
super
Skyrim?
grindy.
What's Skyrim?
Huh?
Skyrim 5?
No, the Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh,
Elder
that was
Scrolls
terrible.
five?
Yeah, I didn't
it was
like
not
it.
fun.
You said which Skyrim? You mean which Elder Scrolls?
Whatever.
Fucking fake fan.
I never really got into it.
Bethesda
Sorry.
is God, basically, is what I've found out from this Fallout
Honestly,
release.
like
It's multiplayer, optional, and then what's cool is that they have fully dedicated servers, so you can hop on whenever you want. Another really neat thing about it is the fact that you can, like you and your friends, there's a bunch of like nuclear silos around the map. There's nuclear codes, and you only get like one letter per character. So if you get like a group together, you can send a nuke to other people's like forts because they're really hyping the like new fort making system.
is it like Fallout 4's?
Yeah, except now you can build anywhere. There's no restrictions.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so top 3 games: Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Battlefield 5, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Ooh, Battlefield 5. I haven't heard.
Red Dead
Battlefield
Redemption 2.
Taking place, how they explained it in E3 was their specific take on World War II, which I'm upset about because Battlefield 1 kind of fell flat, died pretty fast. It was good, whatever, they died. Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, best ones they ever made. Like we were talking about Call of Duty, why can't they just stick to the modern fucking games? Everyone wants modern. No one gives a shit about the futuristic. We've already done it. It's over. No one wants to go in the past. We already have so many fucking games that are like that already.
I mean, I liked it.
I think the past is. I
I think
Battlefield
the past can be good
like
if it's
Battlefield.
done well.
1. Like if they go to the past and they like find a really cool set of guns and they
But that's
have
the
really
thing.
good maps. Like
Things in the past, they're not customizable. There's only such a certain amount of things you can do with it. Modern, there's so much shit that is modern that you can implement into a game. going from Battlefield and video games, which,
Cracking open brew number 3
Brew
for,
number
for the for the Dom Bomb.
But-
Brew number 4 for the Jacob
You
Meister.
mean three, not including the
Okay,
Yeah.
three on the cast.
Your sacrilegious pre-cast brew doesn't count in this tally.
Sorry, 3. Gosh.
In that case, I'm cracking open my third one too.
Fuck.
Nice. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to talk about firsts for everyone because those are always funny. Those are
First and the worsts are always the best.
okay.
First and the worst.
First and worst.
On this new segment, First and Worst, we find out. No, I'm just kidding.
We find out
No
that one of us
spoilers, no
is
spoilers. Okay, let's go.
No spoilers.
We don't know. So, so you want to start us off, Dom?
Well, what are we gonna? What's our
first? What's
first?
the topic for the first?
First time we ever drank.
First time we ever drank? All right. First time I ever drank was I was visiting my mom for like spring break, and we were renting a Redbox movie, and then she was just like, "Hey, like my husband left all this beer. You just want to drink it?" And I was like, "Yeah," because I thought it was a super taboo, and I was like, I'm allowed to drink alcohol? I was like, this is badass.
This is what it is
Yeah.
to be a
And
man.
I was such a lightweight. All I had was 1.5. Like I had a full 6-pack of Reds, classic bottle style. Okay, none of that canned bullshit. I mean, you gotta go classy for the first time. You know, you gotta treat it tender, treat it nice. Anyway, so I had a 6-pack of that, and then I had 3 cores from cans.
So we're talking like first time, like you drank, like
Yeah.
not just like had a sip out.
Yeah, like that doesn't
Yeah.
count. Who the fuck knows the first time? Like when I went to Catholic church.
Yeah.
Out of the wine.
That was a weak ass beer burp.
All right. For my first time, I couldn't swallow for a second. That was so fucking weird. I like forgot how to. You're fucking funny.
swallowed anyways.
Shut the fuck up, dude. My first time was at my aunt's wedding, and I asked my mom for permission to drink, and she gave me permission. And I told the bartender, I was like, "Hey, my mom said I can drink," because it was like an open bar, but since it was a wedding, we were allowed to drink, even though you're underage.
What a great concept.
And
honestly.
that was probably not the best idea, because first time ever, and knowing myself for the very highly addictive personality that I have, I may have pushed it a little bit too fucking hard.
Fuck.
I was fucking drunk. Like, I had like more than like 8 cocktails, like beers. I was cracking cold ones with my grandpa, my uncle-in-law.
Hey, salute the crack in a cold one.
I mean, like,
Hell yeah.
my uncle-in-law, my grandpa, me, we were all drunk and having a conversation at the end of not after the reception, like that.
Oh, you were drunk before the wedding.
Yeah,
Wow.
Fuck.
Wow. I'm surprised the bar was even open.
dude, it was a good time.
to say the
It was
least.
a good time, and I was like, what, fucking 16?
Jeez.
17.
Yeah. That'll do ya. I
Um,
was 17 when I drank with me mom.
But that was a good time. I remember after everyone cleared out after the actual wedding, my grandpa and my new uncle and I were just sitting talking and having a good time. And that was the first time I ever drank. I was drunk as shit. I was dancing, which I never do unless I'm drunk. Now that I know,
Well, if we're talking like first time I got drunk versus like first time I drank, like because my parents have always been chill with it, so like with casual drinking, so I've always like drank with them a little bit. The first time I got drunk was Halloween, and me and my friend.
When? Give me a timeline.
Junior year maybe.
Junior year of high school?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it was junior year.
Alright, that's all.
Anyway, so it was Halloween, and we were like in this gated community because they always give better candy in the gated communities.
Yeah, the rich people always give out the big
Honestly.
candy bar.
Anyway.
They give the legit shit. They
Anyways,
really
but
do.
we're
Bro, I
walking
would
around.
suck a dude's dick for a Snickers bar, bro.
Yeah, at
Okay,
that age.
wow, that's fucked. I would not. Okay, let me tell my fucking story.
Also, I'm kidding. I would not suck a dude's dick for a Snickers.
Shut up.
Maybe just lick his
No
balls.
one cares.
Maybe just lick his balls just a little bit.
Okay, so we were wandering around this neighborhood,
neighborhood, and we wanted to find a party, and we wanted to, like, you know, drink and stuff, right? So we're walking around for maybe, like, 2 hours, and, like, no one's throwing a party. But we finally find this party, and we go in, and, like, I probably only had, like, 4 or 5 beers, but, like, I still am such a lightweight that I was, like, toasted, and we were walking down the street to, like, go home, and we're like, dude, do you have to pee? I was like, yeah, I gotta pee. So then we just,
Never
like, both just drop trout, and we, like, start peeing. We're like, we don't want the cops to catch us, so we don't stop walking. We're just fucking sitting there peeing while walking, and we finally get to his car, and probably not the best idea, but he drives us home. He's also drunk.
Jeez,
Yeah,
never.
that's
Here
never
on the
a good
Brewcast,
idea.
we never condone intoxicated driving, but
No,
it's also
actually, on a serious
some-
note, never drink and drive.
Don't do it.
You're
Could've
a
died.
piece of shit if you do, because
yeah, Jacob.
I've
What
already-
a piece of shit you are.
Yeah,
I was the passenger.
like on a serious note, like what if like someone that was really important to me died in a drunk driving accident?
That's, yeah.
Like it's not a joke. Like,
It's not fun.
like we're sitting here, you know, making a fucking podcast and drinking in the seclusion of our apartment, and we're not going anywhere. That's safe. Don't fucking drink and drive.
There's no
Yeah.
goof, gaffs, or even laughs when it comes to.
You're gonna get
Exactly.
someone else hurt, someone who wasn't even making a bad
Exactly.
decision like you, and that's the real sad part about it.
Drink in your mom's basement
Please.
and make podcasts with your friends.
But on a more positive note, let's talk about our worst.
My mom's basement.
Yes, we are. We're definitely in your mom's basement.
Shut up!
We're definitely wearing warlock costumes.
I'm a warrior knight, also known as a battle mage, bro.
Yeah, we quit a hot, steamy D&D sesh.
Yeah, we definitely fuck.
Yeah, honestly.
Dude, like in that D&D chat, I totally rolled a natty 20, bro. And like, dude, I fucked.
No, but let's talk about our worst drunk story.
Worst drunk story? Oh my god.
Because this is good.
Mine's a doozy.
Alright.
So, second time ever drinking, ever. I go to my cousin's graduation party. He just graduates high school. It's a big deal. And we're at my aunt's house. We're in her backyard, and they're making this hurricane mix.
Oh Jesus!
And I was like, what? Not drinking during the day. We do our misdeeds at night under the cloak of moonlight.
We drink the devil's nectar at night.
Exactly. So my cousin's like, hey, like, because like we were talking, and I told him like how I got drunk with my mom over spring break. He's like, oh, so you like drank before, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, for sure. And he's like, oh, well, you want to drink with us after the party? I was like,
Here we go.
fuck yeah. I was like, I can hang. You get drunk one time, you think you're goddamn
You're a goddamn
welterweight champ of the world. So yeah, my cousin's like, oh, well, if you've drank before, like, yeah, just hang out with us afterward. I'm like, sick, I'm down. And we start playing beer pong, and for beer pong, it was so disgusting. We still gag at the thought, but we were just grabbing like beers and pouring them randomly. So like one you get a Corona, and one you get a Coors, and one you get a Purple Haze. Anti shout out to Purple Haze.
Shut
Purple
up.
Haze is actual liquid ass.
You-
It tastes like an ashtray.
Have you had raspberry purple haze?
No, I haven't. I haven't had
It's fucking
raspberry
awful.
Have you
ashtray.
had a brain aneurysm? Because it's pretty much just as bad as that.
Like
No, I can't
Purple
do
Haze is disgusting, and anyone who likes it, like,
The
fuck
raspberry-
with me. I don't give a
The
fuck.
raspberry purple haze.
You're
Go out, get you a 6-pack. That shit's worth it.
no. I anti condone.
Okay.
Anyway, so like every time we do Purple Haze, we would just gag. And like obviously when you start drinking, like I don't know how it is for you guys, but when I started drinking beer, I hated it. I hated the taste of any
That's it.
beer whatsoever.
That's usually how it starts.
And we're playing drinking games, and it's just like so bad. Like I was gagging when I was downing this beer for beer pong, and then my cousin's like, yeah, I don't really like beer either. It's cool, whatever. And he's like, hey, how about we just fill it with hurricane mix? And then I was just like, you know what? Fuck it.
Fucking
you know?
send it,
like
dude.
he like lets me taste the hurricane. He's like, is this good? I was like, there's alcohol in this? I was like, fuck yeah, send it. And then we set up a new game, hurricane mix only. He pours it like it's a beer pour. He doesn't down it. He doesn't dilute the fact that it's just straight hard liquor in a mix. So we're drinking. I'm already feeling trashed. Like I'm in foreign territory. I've never been this gone. So
man's woke up in fucking Iraq.
It's a rough one. You really hate to see it. So like we play like 2 games of beer pong. And we're just drinking or whatever, and then, like, I'm fucking trashed. Like a fucking scrub-ass rook. Break the seal first time I feel the need to pee. So I'm just leaving the game, going to piss. He's playing on my turns. After that, we go inside, and we are, like, playing FIFA.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, I just graduated. Let's do a shot together. He's like, to being cousins. I was like, fuck yeah. Grab the shot glass. To being cousins. We pour like some vodka he got as a graduation gift. And then I thought that I just went to bed because I was so tired. And
You blacked the fuck out.
I blacked out so fucking hard. First time ever blacking out. One of the 2 of my blackouts. But yeah, so I wake up. And it's not like I wake up just because I'm like awake. Like I wake up because I hear my phone vibrating. My phone. I legit like felt my phone vibrating in my pocket. First of all, I reach back to my back pocket where I kept my phone, and I get a handful of my bare naked ass. And then I realize there's a blanket over me, and I'm like, what the fuck? I like lift up the blanket. I'm like, wow, I'm buck ass naked. And there's 4 other dudes in this room, fully clothed, fully functional, fully just asleep. And I look around, I'm like, I'm the only one naked in this room. And then I see my phone. It's vibrating on my cousin's nightstand, which is across the room. So the fact that I felt it is just like, why? I still don't understand. And
Just
then and then the phone stops vibrating because I was obviously getting a call. I'm like, I don't care. And then I just pass out and go back to sleep. While being naked in a room with 4 other dudes. I was just so fucked up. I was like, whatever. The chips already fell. We'll play them where they land.
Interesting.
So I wake up again. Everyone else is still asleep. I need clothes. I'm like, fuck, I really need to shit really bad. So then I go to the bathroom, and there's like this chunk of what looks like granola just all over the bathroom.
Is it shit?
No. So
Thank God.
yes. Anyway, so I'm just like in the bathroom, and I'm just shitting up a storm. Like it's just straight liquid, just. It's like a shotgun blast coating the bowl. It's just you hate expressing.
Thanks for that.
Hey, I'm trying to paint you a picture. I'm trying to paint you some context. I want you. Yeah, I did. I really did. Anyway, that unfortunate moment passes. I go out. I see that there's like my cousin's dresser. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna take his basketball shorts. I'm sick of being naked in front of asleep men. That's just not my cup of tea.
That's just not on your agenda for the day.
Exactly. So I pull out shorts, put them on. Then I go out to the kitchen, and my aunt is cooking breakfast. And she's like, "You're awake?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And then she's like, "Oh my God, we didn't think you'd ever wake up." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Well, I didn't see the whole night, but I did see when everyone was drunk carrying you into the room, Weekend and Bernie style, because you just couldn't stand up. And they took you into his bedroom, and that was it." I was like, "I thought I went to sleep, like playing video games." And they're like, "No, yeah, you went outside and you kept drinking, apparently." And I was like, fuck. So then cousin wakes up, and he's like, "Oh my God, we thought you were going to die." I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, and like, I don't know, you must have like a porn star gag reflex because we were shoving a toothbrush down your throat and you just would not gag. Like, no matter what we tried, like, we thought we were like trying to induce you to throw up. We thought you were that fucked up to the point where we're like, we got to make him throw up or we're taking him to the hospital to get his stomach pumped." I was like, fuck, really? Walk me through it. All I remember is like us playing FIFA and sitting down and me going to bed on the floor. It's like, oh yeah, like you lied down on the floor and I said, "Hey, you want to go outside and play another drinking game?" And then you rose up and said, "Fuck yeah." And then and then we go outside. We were playing die cast, which for anyone who doesn't know, it's a drinking game where you're on a ping pong table. You throw a die in the air. You call the number. If it's the number, the other person drinks. Otherwise, the person has to swat it away. sounds fun. Wouldn't know. Anyway.
Wouldn't remember.
Yeah. So
never
we're
actually
outside,
played it,
and I'm so fucked up and trashed that my cousin actually is like, dude, you're making us lose. Go sit in that corner. Like, I'm just gonna play solo. You're that bad. So I sit crisscross applesauce in the fucking corner of the room, and apparently I throw up on my stomach
That's where your
and
clothes went.
chest all over my clothes. So that's why the clothes are gone. And then I just windshield wipe all the vomit off my chest and just fling it to the ground. And then I'm just like, dang, this sucks. And then I just continue to vomit. Apparently my cousin and his friends, they start hosing me off, getting all the wet clothes off. And then they're like, yeah, we can't let him in the house dripping wet like this. I'm so gone to the point where I just pass out and I'm actually asleep. And then they strip me naked, and then they leave the clothes outside. And then they have to I can't walk. So they prop my arms on two guys by the side of me, and then I keep falling forward. So my cousin takes, what a legend. He props himself my chest to his back. He's getting my dick fully up on his
naked
rear.
already?
I was naked, yeah. They couldn't bring me in with soaking clothes and vomit. Come on, dude. Come on.
Not even underwear. They couldn't get you a towel or something.
Nope. They weekend and burning me in. Buck ass naked. We go into the bathroom, and apparently I am just beyond repair. Everyone's freaking out. They're like, do we call the cop? What do we do? And then they take me to the bathroom, and they prop me against the toilet. I'm sitting on the toilet, lit up and everything, and I'm naked. And I was so drunk, I guess I thought I was in the bathroom for myself, and I just start shitting
On the floor?
on the toilet, dude. Listen, I'm just shitting up a storm, and everyone's getting disgusted, and then I just instantly growth while I shit, and it hits the wall, and it just smears down, and then I throw up again on the floor, and then
Oh my god.
dude, so many of my bodily fluids are just excremented all over this fucking. It looks like a crime scene.
I'm so curious as how you got your ass clean.
And so then my cousin is like, fuck, we gotta make sure he's okay. So then that's when he tries to shove the toothbrush down my throat, make sure I'm completely on E. No throw up coming up in the middle of the night. And so then he's his friend, Steve, is like, dude, he's legit shit ridden and he can't wipe his own ass. What do we do? Then my cousin, shout out to the OG, the real one. No. He put me in the shower.
You rinsed your ass.
And he showered me. With, and that's by far the most affectionate thing that's ever happened to me.
Sounds very incestual, to be honest.
I mean, I was sleeping on his floor, and I don't blame him for wanting my shit-ridden ass to not be on that carpet.
I'm just kidding.
So yeah, he washes me off and just tosses me on the ground, gives me a blanket, and then he's like, yeah. And I was like, so I threw up in that bathroom? He was like, yeah, all those little chunks are yours. I was like, fuck. That sucks.
Oh, so the granola stuff.
I spent the entire day cleaning his bathroom, hungover as shit. It just felt so draining. And I was like, what is the appeal of drinking? And then I started a podcast where you drink. So, you know what? Full circle. You never learn your lesson.
Yeah, you had bad experiences. Don't expect yourself to quit.
You gotta learn from those experiences and take advantage of them.
Exactly. After putting myself to shame with my own tales of woe, I'm gonna open up a can number 4.
I'm going to express my own woes in the form of drinking. So the worst time I've ever had with the alcohol has definitely been the first time I blacked out too, actually.
I feel like there's a strong correlation. You're never planning to black
The
out.
first blackout usually is the worst time that you'll have. So me and my roommate, we were playing volleyball with some girls, and we get back from that, and we get to the room. We're like, yo, why don't we go find some of them nice college parties to go to, you know?
Okay.
But we're gonna pregame in case they don't have alcohol there. So I think it was rum that we were drinking, and we're like, okay, both pour each other 3 shots, just down these, don't even think about it, 3 shots at once. So we do that, and I'm like feeling fine. My roommate like was being weird, like he like almost threw up or something, so he decided like not to, but he poured like half a water bottle to like go. So I had just taken 3 shots, and I'm like feeling pretty full of myself. So I'm like, hand me that water bottle and bet I won't down it. So I take this water bottle like filled with rum, like a little over half full. And I just fucking chug that shit.
Oh my god.
And like about
my liver
maybe,
is quivering and just in pain.
About like maybe 10 minutes later, I'm like on the ground and I literally am slurring my words and my eyes are pointing different directions.
Yeah, it's called alcohol poisoning.
But then my roommate thinks it would be a good idea that we still go out and we go like try to find a college party. And like literally like I don't remember anything after we left the room. Like that's how quickly I blacked and like how bad I was blacked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
So I'm like right on the cusp of throwing up, but like I don't throw up until later that night. Foreshadowing here.
What a great storytelling device.
So we leave the room together. We were up with like this group of people from our dorm, some girls, some of my other friends, and we're like walking around trying to find this party that we're gonna go to. And reportedly, the first thing I did was I started doing snow angels on a dusty wall, and I've already taken my shirt off at this point because, like, you know, who doesn't take their shirt off when they're that drunk?
Me.
I take my shirt off all the time when I'm drunk.
I just can't bring myself to it. Even when I'm plastered, I have that much self-respect.
Oh, but you know what?
See, self-respect is such a stupid thing.
It's so overhyped, honestly.
I'm pretty sure most of us are, or I mean, not most of us, all of us are a little bit, you know, buzzed at this point. So this is a good segment to talk about.
Yeah. Okay, so I start doing these snow angels, and then I think it's a good idea that I like go try to like hug everyone. So I'm like trying to hug everyone with like dust all over me, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" So we move on. Like they finally get me pointing in the right direction. Apparently, the next thing that happens is we pass a cop, and they're all like freaking out because I'm like walking in like circles and shit. Like I'm that fucked up. So apparently, this cop did not give a fuck at all. We walk past him. It's chill. We're a little bit shaken up. Except for me, I was not operating at that capacity.
Always gotta stay woke.
He was AFK.
I don't really know how we got there, but we got to a party, and this is like the one thing I remember at all during that night, and that's I sat down at this party. This person I don't know's house. I threw up all over the floor, and they like rushed me to the bathroom. There's a video of this somehow. I really don't know how they got a video.
You know what? When you're at your worst, you can guarantee an iPhone.
Apparently, there's like this like random ass girl who's like trying to grind on me at this party, and I was just so fucked up. I like tackled her or something.
Oh my fucking god!
So like she's just trying to be like, "Hey, I'm gonna get me a man tonight," and then you tackle her during her endeavors to just find a loving mate for the night.
Exactly.
Interesting.
I was that fucked up, and they get me to the bathroom. I'm throwing up. This dude is pissed. Like he's gonna like call the cops on us.
No fucking shit.
Yeah. He's like about to call the cops on us.
I wouldn't be mad, dude.
Dude, let me tell my story. My roommate has to bribe this kid with like $50 worth of weed.
Okay.
Like straight up. So he does that. The dude agrees not to call the cops because he just gave him like a fucking shit ton of weed. And
what a guy.
What is weed?
I don't know what weed is either, but apparently this guy really wanted it.
La lechuga del diablo.
Devil's lettuce, my man.
Devil's lettuce.
What a trip.
Anyways, so we leave the party. Apparently, they're like, at this point, they're like, maybe we should take him back to the dorm room because, like, he's clearly really fucked up.
Hey.
So they take me back to the dorms, and they hydrate me. And then for some reason, I decide that I want to try to solve a Rubik's Cube. Because
That is where I come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there, still blacked out, still fucked to hell. And somehow I'm sitting there solving Rubik's Cubes. And when I get done with it, I'm like, ugh.
I'm done.
and fucking throw it across the floor. And like they're just sitting there like waiting for me to throw up again because I like just keep throwing up. Like it just doesn't stop. It's just coming in waves.
Fucked, dude.
And, like,
Your body thought you were dying.
Maybe y'all were both there, so maybe y'all can tell them more about what happened after that because I really don't.
I remember coming in after, and he was his head was in the sink, and he was sitting in a chair, and he was throwing up into the sink, and he had a Rubik's cube in his hand, trying to solve it. And I remember at one point he dropped it and fucking broke in like 1,000 pieces.
Yeah.
So I actually wasn't there for his drinking escapade. I was out on a date, and we saw The Thing, and it was a good movie. I liked it a lot, and yeah, the Thing,
Fuck is the thing?
the clown movie.
It.
Oh, my bad.
God.
The-
Okay. On that
Okay.
note, opening up my fourth beer on the Brewcast.
Oh, I already opened my fourth one.
With
so
a
you can
nice
go fuck
crack.
yourself.
You didn't fucking announce it.
Yeah, true.
Because I didn't want to
You're
interrupt
kicked
you
off the
guys'
fucking
story.
Brewcast. It doesn't matter.
I know, I love you. Don't worry. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Anyway,
Don't
I was
worry.
at
Yes.
the film It with a girl. Just trying to find that soulmate. Anyway,
Stop it.
That
so
sweet pussy, you mean?
I come back to the dorm
This
like
girl was trying to get
like
his
I legit was like, wow, that was a really good date. I enjoyed that. I go back to my dorm, and this fucking clown is vomiting in our bathroom, and he's just so plastered and gone, but like no one was watching him, no one was taking care of him. And then like I pull up a chair, pull him up next to the toilet. I'm like, you know what? What do you want to do to occupy your time until like you stop vomiting every 5 minutes? And he's like, Rubik's Cube. I want a Rubik's Cube. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, sure. And then I hand him a Rubik's Cube. And then like what's so crazy about this is like he was blatantly gone. He was trash. But he could solve a Rubik's Cube faster than I could if I had a tutorial. Like it was like 2 minutes
Dude,
and
I
he
can't
solved
even
it.
solve a fucking
Yeah,
Rubik's
like
Cube.
for real.
I
Like
don't fucking
it was. I don't understand it. Like he honestly couldn't add 2 + 2, but when it came to solving a Rubik's Cube, it was game over.
Dude, it's so ingrained in my head. I just,
But anyway, and yeah, like I just you do the classic friend thing. You take care of them. You wait till they stop vomiting every 5 minutes, and then
to bed.
you put them in bed. You make sure they lie on their chest, and you give them a trash can. You're like, you know what? If you survive the night, good luck.
I went to bed at like 4 and woke up the next
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
I actually wasn't like particularly hungover. Like
Yeah.
It's pretty surprising.
I don't know what the. I guess y'all had me chugging water all night.
I did.
Like,
I was like,
I
Philip,
probably drank a gallon of water.
I didn't let you go to
since I
bed
got
until you drank like 3 cups of water in front of me.
back. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that was my worst time ever.
That was your worst time?
That was awful.
Wow, you got really plastered, Jacob. You sure
Wow,
did.
that was.
That sounded like such like a like.
I
You really
mean, like,
did. Good
at
job.
the end of the day, like, yeah, you were trying to fucking hug people, Dusty, and someone had to bribe not to call the cops with weed.
I would just like to say I did pay him back for the weed.
I mean, you know what? At the end of
he
the
gave me a reduced rate. I only paid him $40. So like,
yeah, oh wow, $10 off. Wow,
Wow,
what a saint.
What a guy.
yeah.
Anyway, so
the man who will not be
so you
named.
say you've been fucked up,
Oh,
Tristan.
So you've done the alcoholing before?
What does alcohol taste like?
well, coming from a veteran, alcohol consumer such as myself, I think my worst story was my friend. She was having a mid-year party
Okay.
on the weekend, and she invited some of her friends from out of town. First time they'd ever seen me, so that's already foreshadowing really good things. Being
Shut
sarcastic,
up.
really bad things.
In the middle of his story, shut up. Quit telling your story.
You don't get your fucking time, brother.
Shut up, brother. Continue. I'm interested.
I'm just kidding. I love
I
you.
got
so
All right, I'm just gonna point out the fact right here that I broke 3 tables that night in her house. Just pointing that out, but I'll explain.
I
how
like that
happened.
detail. Now I'm intrigued.
the night starts off pretty nice.
Okay.
I had my drink of choice, Jägermeister. So I was crushing shots.
People shit on Jaeger, but it's actually a solid drink if
It
you
is.
mix it with something.
I can drink it straight. I can pull that
It's
shit.
way
like,
too sweet for me.
Like
I'm a sweet baby back bitch. Like
Yeah.
if I were a pair of ribs, I would not be baby back sweet. I'd be
Shut up.
All right. Let me continue with my story. All right. So the night starts off slow. It's just me, her boyfriend, and a couple of my other friends. Before everyone gets there and the party officially starts, I don't know, 12, 13 shots deep. I'm going.
the traditional.
I'm going hard on the motherfucking paint like I always do.
Good.
The party starts. One of my buddies shows up where I'm really fucking excited to see him. I wasn't actually really good friends with him. I was just that drunk that I was like really excited. So we do that, classic chest bump, excited to see like bro shit. And I fall over and break the first table, one table down. I didn't break the whole table. I just cracked the glass, which was not.
I'd count that as breaking my goddamn table.
Yeah,
I'd be
so-
like, you buy me a new table.
And then no, okay, actually I was wrong. It's only 2 tables. I didn't. I broke a stool. That
Wow.
not a table. It was
Wow.
a stool.
How can we trust a lie?
Sorry.
Don. That's
Okay.
the
Exactly.
That's the first table down. I continue on my classic shenanigans, my classic antics.
Or so you say.
What?
Continue.
Y'all know I was putting back shots and doing pulls, and I was fucked up. And by that time, I was playing beer pong with my buddy.
I'm honestly surprised you can remember this 12 shots deep. Like, that's insane.
that's-
Like, the start of the story was, I was 12 shots deep. And it's like, what?
That's that.
And there's a story after
For-
this?
Boys, that is light work.
For y'all who are listening here and haven't actually witnessed it, he's not bullshitting you. Like
He's a goddamn machine.
he's a big man, but even for his size, like it's surprising, it's shocking how much alcohol this dude can put down without dying.
It's
Like,
thank you.
It's
Thank you.
redonkel
Makes sense.
tits, to say the least.
I appreciate the compliments, my guys. But yeah, so we're playing beer pong, and we're getting hyped. We're winning, and not to mention I'm fucking off my rocker, dude. I'm fucked. But not black yet, so we'll get there.
We'll get there. So it is every bad drinking story involves blacking out.
Exactly.
Oh no, but it was my first time blacking out.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
But it's yes, I
Okay.
did definitely black.
direct correlation.
I think not.
I think not.
Shut up! I already said it.
Fuck,
Um,
wasn't prepared.
Okay, so we're playing BP. We're getting hyped. We're winning. We're both
BP
fucked
means
up.
beer pong for y'all. And the
For
audience.
y'all fucking plebs. We're getting hyped, and he kind of like shoves me up, so I fall over, and my ass falls over, hits the corner of the table, and breaks the whole fucking table. And there's table number 2. And then by that point, we try and hide the fact that I broke the table from the actual host of the party.
Oh wow. So like you pay for one table, you're like, fuck, it's bad luck. You break the second one.
The second one wasn't my fault. It was some shitty ass table from IKEA. I barely fucking
Don't
hit
you
it.
dare trash talk
Fucking
IKEA.
shut up.
IKEA is God.
IKEA
not
is number
done.
one.
No, I'm not done with my story. By that time, we try and hide the fact that I broke it, and so 30 minutes pass, and I've been drinking. I'm like almost to 30 shots. Like I'm rolling. In like a couple games of PP in.
I'd actually be dead.
So I'm that by that time. This is by the time that I'm starting to black. And
We're not there yet, folks.
But the alcohol hasn't completely taken its effect. It hasn't completely hit me yet. So I'm drinking with my friend, and then the girl confronts me about me breaking the tables, and obviously 100% is my fucking fault. It's like 100%.
Like 30 seconds ago, you just said it was IKEA's fault for making shitty ass tables.
No, it was definitely my fault.
Retracted, redacted, gone. IKEA, you're still number one in my book.
IKEA, we love you.
And then she confronts me, and by that time I'd fallen over and broken a stool. So there's the 2 tables and a stool. And she kicks me out, but I mean that was totally like expected. But everyone was mad at her. They're like, "Oh, it's just a party foul. He's really fucked up. He's having a good time." And I mean that's the truth.
Breaks 2 tables and a stool. Dude, it's just a party foul, bro. Like,
Okay.
what the
Yeah,
fuck
like,
is wrong with you?
He's breaking my house. He's actually ruining my furniture. And you're gonna give me shit? Are you get out? I'd be like, get the fuck out of here if you think that.
Yeah, and so 100%, I accept that. Not to mention I have work at 6 o'clock the next morning, and it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm I'm almost 30 shots down. I'm wandering. My house is not very far away.
Okay.
But I wind up waking up in a park 3 miles in the opposite direction of my house.
Shit.
So I wandered. People tried calling me. I woke up with almost 20 missed calls from multiple people asking where I was. I woke up in a bush, and it was around almost 5 in the morning, and I was like, all right, I guess I gotta go to work. So I giddy up on back to the house, take a shower, go to work, wind up throwing up for the first 30 minutes I'm at work, and then I worked an 8-hour shift that day at Nectar Juice Bar, making smoothies and acai bowls for rich white
shit.
people.
That's a crazy story, man.
That's fucking.
Well, thank you for sharing. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the first Brewcast. I know I sure did. What about
the first inaugural
anyway,
Brewcast?
It was a good experience. I want to keep doing it.
We had fun. We hope you had fun.
You get a buzz.
It gives us a reason to drink.
Thanks everyone for tuning in, and hope you enjoyed. See y'all next time.
There's only two things in the world I need to get close to, and that's a big old brew and a little old you.